the most well-known conservatives in America and forging personal relationships with them, especially when the cameras were off, made me appreciate our commonalities far more than I'd ever before imagined, which made me realize that I have more in common with all conservatives than I think, and that starting with those commonalities, making those connections, is the key to building relationships and therefore being persuasive. That, in a nutshell, is emotional correctness. Emotional correctness is how we say what we say, the tone and feeling we convey, the respect and empathy we show others, not necessarily with our words even, but our style. After all, people won't hear anything we're saying if they don't listen to us first. And we get people to listen to us by being emotionally correct. Emotional correctness is how we show each other that we care on a human level, regardless of whether we agree or disagree on political or any other terms. There's a way to see this in purely transactional terms. It's hard enough to get audiences or employees or potential customers to listen to ideas that seem wildly different from what they've heard before. It's near impossible to get them to hear different ideas from people who seem wildly different, or even more extreme, who seem dangerously different. In the small parts of our mammalian brains, we resort to our prehistoric habits of dividing everyone we encounter into friend or foe. Those we think are friends are embraced, literally and in terms of their ideas, figuratively too. Those who are foes, that's where the fight or flight instinct kicks in. We either instantly start arguing with and rebutting everything they say, fight, or tune them out altogether, flight. Now, pragmatically speaking, what category do you want to be put in? Emotional correctness is how you get in the circle with your audience, connect with them as a friend, not a foe, and start the conversations that lead to change. Beyond the practical advantage of getting your audience to like you and listen to you, rather than tune you out, there's another way in which emotional correctness appeals to the larger philosophical ideal of a pluralistic and democratic nation in which, sure, we're all different, yet we still find ways to connect and work together. That somewhat Pollyanna-ish ideal is rooted in the founding values of our nation, that our diversity of experiences and opinions makes us stronger, not weaker, that out of many we are one. Those of us who believe passionately in the American political experiment, from the highest halls of government down to each individual neighborhood and small business, know that, as Abraham Lincoln once said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." That division can come in the form of civil war, or just the cultural and political divides that risk making us feel like separate nations. Finding ways to cross those divides, to unite as people, even if we cannot agree on politics, is essential to our national survival. So whether you want to engage a reticent audience to buy your product or find ways to bridge the deep schisms of political and cultural identity, emotional correctness is both a philosophy and a tool for authentically finding compassion with others and forging the sorts of connections through which real listening and persuasion are possible. In the following pages, we'll explore the science of emotional correctness and how it can make you more persuasive and effective. And we'll explore the practice of emotional correctness, offering 5 strategies for dialing up emotional correctness in your life and career. The science of emotional correctness. Over 2,000 years ago, Aristotle wrote that persuasion is dependent on the character of the person doing the persuading. This has been confirmed by decades and decades of social science research since. My favorite study was conducted in 1979 by Sally Kohn. Kohn recruited 110 University of Massachusetts